Wow, you wouldn't believe it, but the microphone turned itself off again. I really have to pay attention to this every time, don't I? Anyway, welcome back to Scarlet Curiosities. In the last episode, we went to the Forest of Magic, and I was lost for like half an hour, and then we fought Alice. And this episode, we apparently have two places to go. We go to the Fairy Forest, which I still don't know if it's a place that actually exists, or if that's the escape made it up. I can't really remember. Or we go to Gimba Ravine. I guess we'll go to the Fairy Forest. But one thing I wanted to mention before I started the level, because it's something I noticed when I was starting the game up, is, remember that achievement I got for beating Moko? I happened to look, and apparently, like, less than half the players in this game have that achievement, which means less than half the people who have started playing this game have gotten past Moko. And, isn't that weird? And, like, I mean, I thought that Moko was a bit of a difficulty jump, but like I was able to beat her after a couple tries, so I don't even know if that number has anything to do with that fight being a little more difficult, or if it's just that like 50% of the people who played this game only played it for like a little bit and then stopped playing and never played it again. I don't know. Anyway, this is sort of the thing I wanted to bring up before I start the level. If the forest in the newspaper wasn't the Forest of Magic, was it taken here? It's been a couple days since I played this. Let me try to remember how you do this. Silver knife, that sounds like a good weapon. Is it a good weapon? No. So, I didn't get out the idea book because I actually have an idea of what I want to talk about, and it will definitely take me the whole episode to talk about, and based on how previous conversations in the series has gone, it'll probably take multiple episodes for me to talk about. And that thing is, yesterday, I went and made a music edit for Touhou 13. And, then that was what I wanted to talk about mainly. You know, I like to talk about, you know, why I did the edits that I did and stuff. And the funny thing about that is I'm going to talk about that now, and the thing I just watched a little bit ago, because, you know, I watch my videos when I upload them. So, the thing I just watched earlier while I was uploading was the Dogging X episode, where I talked about the edits I made for Touhou 7, and now on the same day I'm talking about the edits I made for Touhou 13. And in that video, I talked about, you know, how I wouldn't make any more edits until I had like an idea for an edit I wanted to do, and that edit I'd have to want to make that edit enough to where I'd go out of my way to try to find out enough tracks to make an edit for an entire replay. And yeah, that's what happened. So basically, I thought I was going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? Am I going the bonus way? I can't tell. I can never tell these types of games if I'm going the wrong way or not. When by wrong way, I mean the not correct way, because you want to go not the correct way and you can find all the stuff. I need to fight a lot of enemies, because I kind of skipped a lot of the last stage, because I didn't want to do the maze bullshit, and because of that, I didn't fight a lot of enemies to get a lot of experience, because I assume that's how levels in this game works. It's just higher level with bigger numbers, so you want to be higher level so you can hit bigger numbers, you know? What track is this? Drawing a blank here, I can't remember what this track is. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, the track I couldn't remember from the Forest of Magic was a track from Great Fairy Wars, which is why I couldn't remember what it was, because I was trying to think of tracks related to the Forest of Magic, and it wasn't a track related to the Forest of Magic. And now I can't remember what this track is. So yeah, well, basically what happened was I was going through some of my playlists, just listening to music, mainly because I wanted to try to find some inspiration to make a new cover. And when I was going through that, I found a track that I had saved. And this track was a fan-made, like vocal rendition of a track that a song that Tolkien wrote and put in Lord of the Rings. And it's a song that basically it's in the Fellowship of the Ring, and it's sung by Gimli, you know, the dwarf, that guy. He sings it while they're going through the mines of Moria, and it's about the history, it's about dwarven history and shit. And I like listen to that song, it's like, man, I really like this song, I'd like to download it, but you know, usually when I like to download stuff, I like to like use an edit, just so you know, I'm getting some video stuff out of me, going out of my way to download music. So I was thinking like, what would be appropriate in Touhou for this song, and then it became pretty obvious, because you know the song is in the Mines of Moria, and the Mines of Moria is also like a tomb for the dwarves that died there, and it goes into that, and the song is at the very end, it's like, the shadow cast upon his tomb, in Moria, in Khazad-dûm. It's terrible, I can't sing very well, but you know, it's that part, it's like, you know what that happens in Touhou? It's in Touhou 13, where you literally go to Miko's tomb. It's like, yep, that's a good edit, I'll do that. So then I decided that for the sake of that one edit, I would make an entire edit video for Touhou 13. And the funny thing about Touhou 13 is it's not the first time I've edited something, because I did the Super Ghostbusters joke for Yuyuko. And I haven't like uploaded, I just made this edit video yesterday, so it's probably going to be at least a couple days before I upload it, so I don't know what to put in the description, but I might put something like, yep, I went and turned the Yuyuko edit into a full thing, or something like that. So yeah, I guess I I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I like go in a direction, and that direction just keeps going, and like, I'm pretty sure there are like 3 other paths that I can go back to at this point. But I'm just gonna keep going forward and hope everything ends up being fine. That's the thing about this game. It's just the game where I just run around and hit things. And I kind of pay attention, but not really. This is the game. This is the yap game. I yap when I play this game, because it's not too much to say, is there? But yeah, stage one. You know, you're in the Netherworld, right? And I already made the Rayman joke, so I had to think of different track. And then, even though I made a Silent Hill reference in the Touhou 7 video, I decided to do another one because I thought it fit. So you're like in the Netherworld, it's spooky music because you're in the Netherworld. And I chose Promise Reprise Silent Hill 2 because it's a pretty short track, and stage 1 and 10 Desires is really short. So it ended up fitting pretty well, and there was even like a couple seconds of silence, because there really needed to be a couple seconds of silence between Silent Hill music and what was played next, because what was played next was Super Ghostbusters again, because I reused the joke. But it's not the same joke, you see? Because in the Yuyuko edit video, I used a different part of the track. I actually used like a remix of it. This time I used a different track. Before it was the one about the ghosts invading your pee-pee, but this time it was about the ghosts invading the food and giving you diarrhea. That's not what it was about. That's sort of what it was about. And then that one track alone was too short, but luckily the track after it too also fit, because it was about the ghosts eating the lasagna, and you know what Yuyuko is? Yuyuko is a ghost that would eat your lasagna. So there you go, it fits. And it's the same joke, but not really. It's sort of the same joke. So that was Yuyuko. Just so happened to be the second game in a row I did an edit video for with Yuyuko in it. I'm surprised Zoon's never done that again. Just having a character come back. It would have, I said this in the 17 video, it would have fit in 17 just fine, just having Komachi show up, and since she's never actually been a... I can't get over here, can I? This was not the way to go, was it? Can I get up here? Why do some maps not have mini maps? So I just don't know where I'm going. You see Sakuya jump. You know, Sakuya. I don't think that's very safe, jumping with those knives up there. Also not safe, the amount of health I have. So yeah, I just happened to, the 2 edits I did just happened to be the games with Yuyuko in it. Did I finish what I was talking about with Komachi? Yeah, Komachi's never been in a like normal Touhou game. She's only been in like a 9. So if she was like a normal boss Touhou game in 17, that would have been like pretty unique. But no. I guess Zun doesn't want to reuse characters again, which is probably a good thing, but you know, figure he did it once, do it again. You need to be careful, you're going to die, Squirtle. I don't really have very many range attacks, do I? I have this one knife attack, that's about it. Everything else, I have to go punch people. Punch with knives. Can I have some health, please? Please? Alright, so yeah, that's stage 2. Here's the thing about 10 Desires stage 2. I had no fucking idea what to do for 10 Desires stage 2 because, it doesn't help that the actual track for stage 2 and 10 Desires is, like, really forgettable, so I don't even know what to, like, use as a musical base for that. And then, like, the actual area itself is, like, what, it's like a road? Like a cemetery or something? I didn't really know what to put for that, so I just put, like, this most, like, random track in the whole thing. I just put, like, a track from Super Paper Mario that I'm pretty sure I originally was going to use for a different stage before I decided something better for it. It's just some track that, you go into this, like, mine place, Super Paper Mario, and it plays music, and that has nothing to do with stage 2 and 10 Desires, but I decided to use that music because I like the music and I want to download it. And there's always got to be at least one. I put this in because I wanted to download a track in all these edit videos, right? So that was no stage 2. Stage... fucking fairies. Are you a fairy or are you a doll? I think you're a doll, actually. It's kind of weird how dolls be normal enemies, considering Alice is like the only one with dolls, so like, what's going on here lore-wise? Probably nothing. Kiki Uchimanju! This is pretty good. Alright, and then Kyoko was the Goofy Goober Rock, because if you didn't know, Kyoko is in a rock band. It's Mistia. Shoujo Gyaku or something, I probably said that wrong. Never remember that name. But yep, so I thought it'd be fitting if I had her sing a rock song, and she's also a fucking goober. So there you go, she sings the Goofy Goober song. It's also the fact that I think it's kind of ironic that, you know, Kyoko's like a rock star, and then her boss theme is like one of those forever famous guitar stars. Despite the fact that I've covered it multiple times, technically, for various reasons. There's a giant centipede again. Right, and then stage 3, right. Have you ever seen a movie called The Brave Little Toaster? I watched The Brave Little Toaster when I was old. And one thing I remember about The Brave Little Toaster, like, basically the only thing I remember from watching when I was little, was this one fucking scene with, like, cars in, like, a car dump, and just fucking this magnet that takes the cars, and it puts them in the crusher, and the cars die. And Small Me was like, what the fuck? And that was, like, the only thing from that movie I remember. And then eventually, years later, I looked up that scene, and found out it was a whole, like, song, and it's pretty good. And then when I was thinking of things to put in the edit, I was like, that could work, because you see, in stage 3, you're in a cemetery, right? Then the song's called Worthless, by the way. You're in, like, it's kind of like a car cemetery. Not really, it's more like a car execution chamber, because the cars get fucking crushed. What the fuck, Disney? Anyway. Yeah. So I thought that fit for stage 3, because not only is it like a cemetery and the cars are dying, but also basically the track. The ending of the track is gonna get a bit sad. It's about this car that basically kills itself because it got called worthless and it feels like it wants to die. So he goes on to willingly, because you know all the other cars, they get picked up by the magnet, right? But this truck, he just drives onto the thing and like gets himself crushed. And it's pretty sad, fucked up for the Brave Little Toaster. That's what happens in the movie. And I thought that fit because, you know, the backstory of that truck is basically just abandoned by his owner. And who you fight in stage 3 of Touhou 13, you fight Kogasa. Kogasa was also abandoned by her owner and also has like massive self-esteem issues and shit. It's kind of sad, but you know, most of the time it's just goober, so you forget about it. But anyway, that's why I chose Worthless from Touhou 13 as the track for stage 3. So, and then Yoshika had to have 2 tracks because the track I chose for was too short, because Yoshika's fight's too fucking long, because you have to time out like half the spells because their fight's stupid. Oh my gosh, the gimmick of this boss is that she constantly heals herself, and the only way you're not going to time it out is if you constantly put yourself in danger to hit the spirits. I'm like, yes, I'm going to put myself in danger of getting hit in the game where I have like 5 lives in total, even if I collect as many resources as I can. Yep, so I'm totally gonna do that. No. So, yeah, you have to time out like half of Yoshi's shit, so the fight lasts forever. So I had to use 2 tracks. The first track I used was the track from Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island. I made Scooby-Doo jokes with on, and now I use Scooby-Doo jokes again, except it's not Scooby-Doo, it's just something that was in Scooby-Doo. And a song that plays on Zombie Island, and then real no-shit zombies show up. Yeah, you know how in Scooby-Doo, they're all like people in masks, right? Well, not in this movie. They fought like actual fucking zombies. It was metal and shit, right? So I thought that'd be a fitting track for Yoshika because she's a fucking zombie. And then I don't want to go that way. I'm gonna look the other way. See if that's. It's just a chest over here. I have to go the other way. Stop giving me sexy figurines. It's weird. I need to not get hit by this fairy. I did not press the right button. I did not go in the right direction. So many mistakes by this fairy. Then you go to, yeah, it's Terror Time again. Scooby-Doo, Monster Island song, and then there was still some left, so I just put fucking Bone Streusel from Undertale in, because I had said this in the previous episode. I made a cover video that combined those 2 themes, and I thought I'd just reference it at the end, because why not? And then you get to stage 4, and here's the first, here's what you know, the funny, that was funny with this, because you see, in stage 4 you fight this character named Sega, and I could not, you know, have a character called Sega show up and not make a Sonic joke, because Sega, Sonic, yeah, this joke's been made a million times before, and I made it again. So I had to put in a Sonic song, and I was thinking, you know, what Sonic song? And then I decided to do Sonic Boom, because it actually ended up being like about the same length as the stage ended up being, so it was a good fit. Dialogue included, by the way. By the way, I did like read the dialogue in that because it's been like a year since I played through 13 as Yobu, and I don't remember any of the dialogue. Even though it's been years since I've read that, there was like one line of dialogue you figured I remember just because of how fucking absurd it is. So Sega, right? Sega, when in the Yobu dialogue, she's like, yeah, Miko's about to be revived, and it's gonna be much cooler and shit than when Jesus Christ revived. I'm like, fucking okay, Zun, sure. Anyway, yeah, Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom, that's the track I played in stage 4, because I thought it fit. And then it's stage, and then Sega. And Yoshika too. You fight both of them at the same time. I chose this theme from Castle Crashers. It's the theme of the Necromancer. It's this fight in Castle Crashers where the Necromancer shows up and he summons a bunch of enemies and you gotta fight them. That's the fight. Because these Necromancers bring people back to life. You know who else is a Necromancer? Sega. She's a fucking zombie. Since she brought back to life. There you go. That's why I chose that, because Sega's a Necromancer. And that track also happened to be about the same length. But you know, it wasn't the same length. The track that I used for the entire point, which was the Lord of the Rings track I was talking about earlier, that was much longer than stage 5, so I had to like cut it off. I wanted it to end when Pluto's dialogue stopped, so I had to like cut a bunch of the beginning part. So it's kind of an awkward transition, where there's like no space. Basically, the previous track ends, the next track starts, and it's like in the middle of the track, so it's a bit weird. But you know, I tried. Anyway, you know, that's a track, and it fits because, you know, it's about the life of the dwarf. Cemetery was the mines of Moria. And then you're going through Miko's mausoleum where her tomb is. It just fits, right? So that was the main thing right there. And then you got to Futo, and Futo has Fumikado's theme, because I gotta put a Lennon joke in there somewhere, right? And because, you know, like I said, I do like download all the music I put in, and I like to download some of the music, you know, some Lennon themes, because I don't have that many downloaded. And the funny thing is about me using Fumikado's theme on Futo is that someone made a video where they put Fumikado's theme over Miko, so I couldn't do that. So I had to do something similar. You know, Fumikado's technically a stage 5 boss anyway. Even though it's just like, I don't know. Apparently Shion's like a bonus boss. I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm pretty sure you still have to beat Shion in order to beat the game, right? You can't lose a 1cc at Shion and then still beat the game, correct? I don't know. But part of me said that Shion's like a bonus boss or something, which would mean Fumikado is technically the real final boss. I don't know. Anyway, it's not important. Fudo and Fumikado's theme, and I thought, looking back at the footage, I thought it fit decently well. Might have been a bit, maybe should have turned it down a bit. It might have been a bit loud, but you know, this is Lennon music. Lennon music's fucking loud, you know? And then, stage 6. This conversation's going a lot quicker than I thought it would. I thought this would take the whole episode, and it's not. But then again, the stage has been going on for over 20 minutes, and there's no end in sight. Why is this stage so long? Like, this is so much longer than anything previous. I'd be at the boss, but well, I was pretty sure I was at Alice by now in the previous stage, and I'm just still going. Going around beating shit up. I might have to get, like, I didn't have any other things planned to talk about. I didn't look at the idea book, because I didn't think it would, I thought it would take me the whole episode to talk about this, but it's still going! Actually, this might be where the boss is. This is where the boss is. No, it's not. God damn it. Wait. Oh, this is a place from 9, right? That one area? You fight Chirdo? Is that what this is? Is that what the fairy forest is? There's a bunch of weird areas in 9 I don't really think about. Like that, there's just like a flower field that Sakuya goes to sometimes. I only really remember it because in the expanded mod for Pump and Dance, they made that its own area. Like the flower field that Sakuya goes to. Right, it's stage 6. Stage 6 was 2 tracks because the track that I wanted to use was a bit too short, so I put in another track for like a minute, and that track was In's Castle theme from Black and White, because I haven't used a Pokemon track since like the Touhou 10 edit video. And I just put that in for a minute so then I could put the other track I wanted to, and that could last the majority of the rest of the time, and that was I can't remember the name of the track. I don't know, it has an actual track, but it's the track that plays when In's Castle shows up in Black and White 2. It's called like In's Bridge or something. Except that's what I thought it was called, because that's what I saw it being called, but then I saw it as an actual different name. I died. And I forgot what that name was. Anyway, I chose that track because, you know, it's like the climactic. You got Miko showed up. You're about to have a fight, yes. And then the fight, the first Miko theme I chose because it ended up being too short. So I ended up having to use 2 of them. It was, God Shattering Star from Fire Emblem 3 Houses, because that is the minor spoilers for that game, I guess. Probably major chord, who knows? That is the theme of a person who was dead for a long time, and then they come back to life, and you fight them. And then Miko is also a person who was dead for a long time, and then you come back and fight them. So I thought it was fitting. The stage is still fucking going. Oh, I know what this theme is. This is, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, this is a CD track. I know this theme. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. It was I think it was a track that went with one of the fairy mangas. Doesn't seem to be adding much to it. Alright, so look at that fucking face! Sunny milk. Yep, alright, so, yeah, Dream Journal, right, Dream Journal, huh? Yeah, I kind of read this a bit ahead of time because it was a longer one, so I'm not gonna have, like, my first reactions to the fucking absurdity in this, so, so basically, I was in a sequel show to the Total Drama series. You know that series, that Canadian television show? Yeah, funny thing about that, I think around, like, 2020 or so, I decided to just, like, watch the first, like, 4 seasons of that show, and, Ridiculous Race. Don't really know why. Anyway, it was probably around when this was written, because of what I ended up dreaming. So it was a sequel to that show, which where a group of characters that had died, where they would compete on the show, and whoever was voted off went to hell. And while everyone else went to heaven. I don't know what you mean by when everyone else. You mean one person? Because only one person wins that thing. Whatever. Anyway, the first episode featured, Duncan, Courtney, and Gwen. If you don't know who those people are, too bad. From the Total Drama, as well as some other people. At the end of the episode, Duncan lost, and he went to hell. Sucks to be that guy. Chris and Chef, they still ran the show. Don't know who those guys are, too bad. And there was a scene. There was a scene where they were escorting an intern they had accidentally killed in the show, and he was now a contestant because he died. There's a joke about the show is they constantly kill their interns. I'm sure there's some deeper message in there somewhere. Okay, blah blah blah. It changed it back to me. I was in the lobby. I was in a lobby, right? And I think I was a contestant there. The Koishi was there. She was staring at me, really creepily. You know, she does that sometimes. Okay, and then I went to a gym, right, and that's when I saw Moo Cow. You know, the Moo Cow? Because it turned out that she was on the show. Which means she managed to die, so good for her. But also, if she doesn't win, she's gonna go to hell. So not good for her. Although, would she like hell more than being stuck alive the whole time? Who knows? It's a philosophical question there. Anyway, it's Sunny fucking milk. Oh, there's a fairy here. No, you're the maid from Scarlet Mansion. What do you mean, ew? Sonny, you can't just say ew when you meet somebody. That's not nice. I heard there was a giant toad in this forest. Is that true? He was here, but he got his butt kicked, so he's gone now. Then I suppose he's not behind these recent monster incidents, is he? Thank you for the information. I'll be on my way then. Wait, you maidly menace? You're the one who beat up Luna and Star. I'm gonna avenge them. Alright, this is Sunny Milk. Surely this fight is not gonna be hard because it's Sunny Milk, right? Anyway, yeah. God-Shattering Star. Or is it Earth-Shattering Star? I don't know. I might not remembering the name correctly. That was what I used for Miko. And then there was still like up two and a half. There was like a minute and a half to 2 minutes left. So I was thinking, what should I put there? And I was thinking, you know what I could put? I could put the final boss theme from Metal Gear Rising, because you know you're playing as Yomu, and I used a Metal Gear Rising joke when you fought against Yomu in Touhou 7. So I thought, you know, I could use another Metal Gear Rising joke, and Miko's the final boss. So use the final boss theme. So I did that, but then it was too long for the amount of time left, so I had to like skip like the first like minute or so of the fight. Listen to Sunny Milk. Didn't pay attention. What health do you have, Sunny Milk? You're not a boss, are you? You don't have a health bar. Okay, I guess if you don't have a health bar on the top corner of the screen, it don't count as a boss. God. Okay. I do not suck here. Right, so I ended up having to like edit out like the first minute, and then even then I had to like edit out a middle portion of the song that was left just to get it to fit. And even after doing all that, the ending was like really abrupt. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that because the actual ending of the replay is really abrupt. If you don't know, the way Touhou replays used to work is they used to like, you know, you see in the Touhou 7 replays, they used to like fade out and then go back to the title screen. They don't do that anymore. When you play a replay in a modern Touhou game, it's just, you have a replay, and then after the boss blows up, it's just a very sudden and abrupt go back to menu. And it asks you if you want to replay it again. It's really awkward. And basically, I edited out, like, the last, like, millisecond where the menu showed up. But even then, it was still really awkward. So basically, you have the music playing, and the video just fucking stops. So yeah, a very awkward ending. Especially compared to the PCB video. But, you know, oh well. Anyway, that was the whole video. And, I'm about to die to Sunny Milk. I died to Sunny Milk. Alright, let's actually try to pay attention here. Yeah, I guess, you only count as a boss if you have an HP bar in the top corner. I guess if you don't, then you count as like a mid-boss or something. I guess why Moko was the first boss with an achievement. But now that I think about it, I think Moko's been the only boss with an achievement. Why is that? I'm losing again. Wow, you have quite a lot of health, Sonny. Alright, what is this taking so long? I forgot about spell parts. Ugh. That didn't do that much damage. What the fuck? That's supposed to be like my main source of damage, and it didn't damage you that much. What the fuck? Sonny! Oh god. Sonny! Sonny! Stop. Cease. Cease your bullshittery. Sunny Milk. My stuff is also, like, regaining really slowly. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just weird that Moko's like the first real boss of the game, and only like, I think it was like 49.6 or something, so it was basically 50%. Only 50% of people have actually like beaten Moko. I don't know how much of that is just because, I don't know, they got to the boss and thought it was too hard and gave up, or they just never even got close to that far to begin with. And they didn't really play that much of the game. Oh my god, Sunny Milk! I'm gonna beat Sunny Milk without having recovered my thing. Really slowly recovering the spell card in this fight. You call that vengeance? Ah, crappers! It's a great word. Anyway, that was that. Now, kind of felt like filler. Nothing really happened, but now I can, I guess, do I have any better equipment? Yep, that's just better in every way. Cool. That's also better. Silver Life is better. Item drop rate. That's really better. Haven't got any better headdresses. Yep. Everything else I can just sell to you again, because it's clogging my inventory and I don't want it. Take my bullshit. Look at all this money that I don't use on anything because I don't buy anything. It's great. Alright, well, that was that. It was a little over 30 minutes, which is about as long as every other episode was. That was just a really long stage. Or at least it felt like it. I guess I should see if I can save over my previous things. Yeah, I already read that. There you go. Well, I managed to talk about all of the Touhou 13 edit video in one video, so next time I'll have to, like, look at the topic thing and think of a thing to talk about. So, see you next time. We'll go give more read. See you then. Bye.